Welcome to Dragon's Crossing, a fully complete roguelike RPG brought to you by Team Punch. With amazing graphics, look at that thirst trap. Immersive environments with booming voiceovers and cinematic soundtracks. You dare face a chunker? If you die, you lose all of your items, baby. But did you know Dragon's Crossing is a cutting-edge, sustainable Web3 game built on long-term tokenomics, baby? Dragon's Crossing. Will you survive? Dragon's Crossing. Let's go!
Welcome to Dragon's Crossing. Dragon's Crossing is an old-school Pokemon-style RPG with elements of D&D and Diablo mechanics. Pretty cool. So you want to get your assets ready on the Arbitrum blockchain. You're going to need USDC and some ETH. Arbitrum is a popular Layer 2 blockchain with gas fees way cheaper than Ethereum. Oh look, a bridge. A bridge is a way to get your assets from one blockchain to another.
Doug Hype, I love you, my man.
One way to bridge is to use Synapse. But I'm going to show you my favorite new way on Sushi Swap. Go to sushi.com and hit that button to enter the app. And this is what's cool. You can bridge and swap at the same time.
It is time.
It's amazing. To start, hit that button that says cross-chain. First, you select your original blockchain. We got Ethereum. And then you select the destination blockchain, Arbitrum 1. We're going to be sending over ETH and swapping it over to USDC.
Baby, I'm pumped for Dragon's
First, you
Crossing.
approve the bento box.
I'm going to send
Then you hit
a bunch
swap.
of money right in there in the Arbitrum.
This is the thing to keep in mind. Dragon's Crossing, you'll need USDC, and you'll need to have Ethereum to pay for
And
gas.
I'm going to be buying
There you
that
have it.
some
Now you're all set
Genesis
to mint
heroes.
or play Dragon's Crossing. Don't forget to watch out for chunkers. Let's go!
Yep, I can.
Okay, I think that might have been an issue with the StreamYard. Okay, so now we are going. Now we're rocking and rolling, buddy. Okay, how are you doing, D? How are you doing during this time of the game rollout?
Oh man, so the only thing I'm lacking is sleep, but apart from that, everything else is fine. Like right now, we got some issues that we want to streamline with the heroes getting reset every day, and we want to make that solid. I think we are seeing some issues.
That's like the biggest part of the game, right? The fact that every day the quests reset and you have to kind of be strategic with those quests.
Totally.
It's a really interesting way to have a game because I keep telling people, we see the fever going on, in the Discord. Everyone's going nuts. They're like, oh my God, I need more heroes. I'm addicted to the game. I need to know what's next. I need to figure out the best strategies because for me, the big takeaway is almost every single move you make in the game is somehow strategic towards like your goals, right? A lot of games you just wander around, do stuff, whatever. You could play like a Fortnite game and you could just wander in the forest for like a half an hour and it wouldn't be a big deal. Here, everything you do like matters, right? And so everyone's trying to figure out, how do I do this? How do I do that? And so everyone, D, you are a back-end dev, quote unquote, right? So you're the one doing the stuff back there, like all the coding and fixing all the bugs, right?
Yeah. So right now the main thing I'm making sure is we create like a super this. What I like about this game is we got to think about it as more like a strategy game than anything else. It's like it's not chess, but it's a strategy game. It's like you really got to dig deep in the game. And as devs in the back end, we want to make sure that the playing field is like level. Like that's our jobs. And that's what we're doing. We want to make sure everything happens in such a way that no matter what strategy you choose, your playing field is level. So if you're better at your strategy, you win. But we want to make sure there is no way to like do something which will give you more odds than winning on the other side. So that we're just observing the game and making sure we create the level field.
You're watching in the background, you're like watching the balance of the game and trying to figure out what's the best way just to make everything like equal, right? Like you don't want to have the game where there's one person at the top of the leaderboard that has all the good gear and all the good stuff, right? Like because of something that happened.
Right. So that's what we're doing. That's what I've been like, that's the last couple of months we spent our time in balancing the game. Like we want a fun experience. We want a game where you can really come up with the strategies and surprise us, right? Like you're going to make these strategies that surprise us and tell us like, hey, you made this thing that everything is supposed to be equal. And now I figured out how to make myself better, more equal than the others. And that's your strategy in winning the game.
It's like, because that's kind of what if I brought up like Fortnite and these other games where like it's almost like it refreshes every time you jump in the game and then you try to get points and do things and stuff. But it's kind of addicting when things are like pretty even and everyone has a chance to win. Like if you just play better that day and you make better decisions, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people in this game are like, I was talking to a couple people in the chats where like they're like, this is the first time I played a game like this. And in fact, I think the majority of people playing it is the first time playing this specific type of game, or maybe the first time doing anything that's like a little bit like D&D or Diablo, right? And they come in from like, being part of Web3 or another Web3 game, or knowing, people in the community, and everybody is in love with this game. Like you can literally walk in off the street, never played a video game before, and you can go out there and fight the monsters, and you're scared of the monsters, and you're wanting to get to the next guy, and you're wanting to pick up cool loot. And Johnny wants to jump in too, so we can bring in another person from to come in here. But that's the thing is like you can be excited and have fun because the artwork's amazing, the game's balanced, and it's like really just invigorating, right, to play the game. And so I wanted to kind of just ask you a few questions before we bring other people on, like Johnny, about like, okay, so you are a developer. How long have you been a developer? How long have you been like working in Web3? We know a few things about you, like you've developed like the first hardware wallet. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Oh yes, I was actually hanging out with the crew at Bitcoin Central. That's what they called it, Bitcoin Central, and then it changed to Decentral. That was in Toronto when we were writing the code for Ethereum, and Anthony out there threw me a challenge, just like, dude, we got to figure out a way to like have our private keys in a little like thing that we can carry out. So we designed the first hardware wallet back in 2013. So I've been involved with Web3 for a while. I love this thing. I think the idea of decentralized trust is just awesome. That's why we can make games like this. Like we can't do anything in the back end to mess your game up. Like it's all out in the open. Yeah, and that's how we want to do this thing.
That's so cool. So back in 2013, which is literally 10 years ago, you developed the first hardware wallet, and you guys were working on Ethereum blockchain, like creating the blockchain. Is that what you're talking about? Like you were working on?
There was Vitalik and everyone else for that. It came out of Toronto. So we the idea of programmable money, right? Money that like it's not. See, so the difference between Web 2 and Web 3 is in Web 3, everything's out in the open. It's not anonymous. Like we know when we say that, hey, this is what you do to win the game. It's level playing field. So no one can go in the back end. If you really follow the Web3 standards correctly, everyone knows what our game is doing. There is no back end. There is no this black box that you're putting into money in and someone goes and manipulate it. We want to create this world where it's level playing field, where like everyone knows what they're doing, and may the best person win.
Yeah, that's so cool. And like thing is that like, myself and Grady and Brown Gent, we've been part of the marketing and outreach for this project and everything, right? And so our job was to go to people and projects and be like, hey, we have this cool project and game, and check it out, and let's do some cool stuff together. Right. And they would be like, okay, can we see the game? I'd be like, no. They'd be like, no, you can't. Yeah, and they'd be like, what about the gameplay or whatever? Like, nope, can't see nothing. It's under lock and key, bro. It's like in the safe in the vault. And they're like, why? And it's like, well, the game's going to be competitive. We don't want to like have certain people have knowledge and other people not have knowledge. Like me and Grady even got to play like an old beta version of the game. And I took some screenshots of it so people could kind of just see a little bit. And they'd be like, oh, look, that artwork doesn't look so good, or this looks kind of boring. That was the feedback from like everyone, right? because you would see like old artwork that's not the artwork that's actually in the game. And so even if you look at some of my videos, you'll see a little like old like goblin and stuff, and it's just like cell shaded, like whatever. And we're like, but bro, like the game is gonna be awesome. Like the people developing and everything, the little flashes of like art we've seen are like super cool. And they're like, yeah, but we don't really know what it is. So like that point, everyone was kind of like, well, like it sounds cool, but I want to see it. And now when the game's released, everyone's freaking out. They're like, oh my God. Even me and Grady are like, dude, the graphics, the art, the gameplay, it's just like so encapsulating and exciting. And I'm actually going to send a DM to you right now, Johnny. And so it's so much fun. And I know you guys and like the vision of bloater punch and sandwich punch, all the different punches, right? Could you just tell me like basically how you know those guys and like how do you like became part of the team?
So I come from the Web2 world. Before I got into Dragon's Crossing, I was actually working with GameStop to release their NFT marketplace. So I've been kind of around, and I think like we Bloater Punch and I just connected over Discord, like talking about like gaming NFTs, because I had this massive idea working with GameStop. We want to create like a centralized place where you can trade heroes that can like go from one game to another and all that. So see, a lot of people spend a lot of time working their heroes, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. Like sometimes it happens like you're going to spend 2,000 hours like rigging up this awesome hero, and then something happens with that centralized game, right? So you're stuck with this hero that you can't do nothing you had. Just imagine a world where all our heroes, all our assets are like interchangeable. You create a character in one game and you can move it like because it's yours as an NFT, you own it. So that's the vision that I wanted. And I guess we spoke, and I saw in Dragon's Crossing the passion. Like one good thing about this team is everyone is awesome, man. They're just awesome. Everyone is awesome. And they want this. Like this is a passion project. This ain't a day job. This ain't like a flip scheme. Like the only reason this project exists because everybody, the punches and the rest, they really wanted this game to be out there. They are true to the core of bringing it out. And it shows in the game.
That's really cool because like I always talk about building relationships in any business, especially Web3 is number one. So totally. Your progress, have you gone from working like, on Ethereum and with Vitalik and making the first hardware wallet, and then you're working with GameStop Workplace, and then you happen to run into the punches, bloater punch and stuff because of your passion for gaming. And that was what brought you together, right? And now you've created this awesome, amazing game. And that's the thing. The reason I brought up the fact of like the pre-release is because people like me and Grady were like, this looks awesome. I watched the first town hall and I started DMing Bloater Punch like, hey, let me help you find more opportunities and more things, because this looks, the way that you talk and the way that you frame everything of your intention and what you care about and your goals are like what I try to teach everybody in Web3 to do. And even like the gaming panels at conferences, like at ETH Denver this year, they had the gaming side event. And I was there being like, dude, you need to be more ingrained in the community. You need to more do this and this and this. What are you doing now to pivot and to have new ideas and new ways to do it, and not just the same like system that we had a year ago when it was a bull market that doesn't work anymore? And all of them are like looking at me like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, we wish we knew. And I'm like, well, the real answer is like, you got to get out there and kick butt and be super, super active. Right. And that's what the team has been doing when the first town hall came out, and they're like, this is what we're doing and what we care about, blah, blah, blah. And then them bringing in people like Brown, Jen, Grady, and myself, the people that have been doing this with other projects and often doing it just, I've worked with a lot of projects. They employ me, but a lot of them, I just do it to help and just to be around and, or have big Twitter spaces and just to bring people together. Right. And so when people call me, they're usually like, Doug, we really like you and the way you do stuff. We want you to be part of what we do. It's not about the follower count I have or all this other stuff. It's like they want a certain sense of like quality and personality and people that care about the project and really love it and are passionate about it. And that's so important. And that's part of the reason that like, we really like having the team on and you guys to talk about stuff, because the game's there and you can see the game. But to understand how it all came together is amazing, because it's not just like you one day you woke up and you're like, I want to make a lot of money off a token. I guess I could just put some like fancy graphics out there and like do some things and like people just give me money, right? Here's my wall address, send me money, whatever, right? This is completely about the community and putting them first, allowing them to be in control of the project, right? So that's really cool. And now, how do you feel about the actual game rollout? Like how the game has been rolled out, like when it released Wednesday until now? The feedback seems to be everyone's so jacked up, and you guys have been working around the clock, it seems like, just to make sure to get all the dotted the I's and cross the T's.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, I've been through a lot of project rollouts. This is not one of the simplest projects. Like, it's not just some graphics, like you said, it's some tokens and some graphics. So this is like, this thing works without tokens, without Web3. Like, this is a game first, and that's what I like about it. So one of the things that we in the dev team and the punches and anyone else, we're like, dude, this thing gotta work. Yeah, this is not a token rollout. This is like an app. People need to go in there and be able to play the game, and we know there will be a lot of demand the minute we open the game, right? So we designed the system to be solid. Like, this is one of the first projects that we actually released at 11 a.m. on May 31st. Like, right, how many projects can say that? Like, hey man, we were sitting there, like, hit the deadline. And this is one thing I really want to get more to the Web3 world. A lot of people tell me like Web3 has failed, all right? We're in crypto winter and blah, blah, blah. And my answer to them is just one thing. No, absolutely not. We are in the most exciting time of Web3 when the hype of Web3 is gone. So a lot of people, like 2 years ago, right, try to put something together without giving a thought to what they were building. They were trying to build for Web3 instead of building something they are passionate about and using Web3 as a tool. See, there's a huge gap behind it. So we built a game. We built a game like games are supposed to be built, that when it's out there, people can play, the servers won't crash, there will be no nothing. It's not like, hey, we release something and the first real gameplay is going to happen in 6 months. No. So we used solid engineering principles. Everybody we hired was good at what they were doing. We released a game. And then we use Web3 to make sure assets are protected and people can have fun and, make some, go ahead and get rewards. Those are all extra, but the game is fun. And that's what I think is going to happen. And I talked to One Punch and Deltoid Punch, and they are passionate, man. We're just sitting there, tuning it, learning more and more as this game goes out, and we'll keep doing it.
That is so awesome. I love that answer, because my next question was going to be like, hey, if you walk into a room and say like, a billionaire is there, or some person that's like influential or whatever, and you're like, or whatever, somebody that you're like, hey, I only have like maybe a few sentences to just tell them about a project. You can't sit down with them all day, right? It could be LeBron James, anybody that you just want to be brief with and be like, hey, check this out. What would you say to them? Kind of what you just said is really great, but what would you just say to them as like just an entry point of like, like just one phrase basically of like, why should they check the game out?
Because this is a game. This is a game that we all played with cards when we were kids. This is a game first. We are using today's technology to bring it on to people. The first thing, this is the game. The game stands by itself. And there's very few games like that in the Web3 world that stands by themselves. They're all trying to get their hype on Web3. We made a game.
That's awesome. I'm writing this down this is like journalism to me right now. Okay. Like, this is great. I love that. These are quotes that we can use later too, because how I like to bring attention to projects, and you see it in social media, is that we will use quotes from people or like stuff, or like when we went on like the FOMO or Not show, all this stuff, and people's feedback from the show or from the game, playing it or being part of it, and then giving that to people saying like, hey, I'm just the messenger. You don't have to believe me. This is what other people said. Now you come check it out yourself and see if you agree and you like it. And that's, if someone does that to me, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That seems like a lot of people like it, right? So speaking of all this excitement, Johnny's been really excited. Let's bring him on. How's it going, Johnny, man? You've been waiting for a minute, but here you guys are. Have you guys met each other before? Like, know each other at all?
Not at all. Can you hear me?
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah. How's it going, man?
First of all, congratulations. This thing is awesome. I'm a long time. I'm not really a gamer in like the Call of Duty stuff. I'm a D&D player. I played Morrowind and stuff. I didn't play like even World of Warcraft. I like D&D. And to me, this is exactly, so I invested in this 15 months ago, and this is actually better than what I expected it to be. As someone who had been playing Web3 games that were just yield pools with cool, fun mechanics, this blew me away. I'm like, I have a lot of heroes, so it's like a lot of chore. I'm like clicking as fast as I can, developing alpha. I could share. Should I share some of my tips, Doug?
Yeah. That's what I want to ask both of you guys. Your tips. A lot of people, because I would say, hey, I'm going to bring D on the show, and everyone's like, oh, give me the alpha. What are the tips? What's the best weapon? You know, whatever. People are just very hungry for like information in any way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think don't underestimate the persuade. Always persuade if you have a chance, and boost that, because you're saving yourself damage, which means you don't have to spend quest points healing. Okay, don't fade the persuade. Ooh,
Do you
like
think
that.
people should put a lot of points into charisma when they level up? Because that's pretty much how it works, right?
I do main stat, and then I put things on even numbers because that's a D&D thing in my head. I don't know why, if there's an advantage in this game, but I try to get things on even numbers. And then charisma. If I can, I throw something in charisma, because if you come up against a monster that has like a 1 or 2 charisma and you get that chance to persuade, conflict avoided, no damage taken.
Or what if they're a chonker and they could potentially kill you, and you literally can just charm your way out of it? I mean, it's like, I've never had that in a game before. It's intriguing.
Yeah, it's like a one-hit kill is what it is. It's like you got a chance to do a one-hit kill. Do you want to take it? Yeah.
I mean, if you have really high charm, you can be. And what is the percentage of like that charm comes up? We know, D, it's like 15-20% or something. It's not a lot, but
is that random based, or is it based on your stats that you get a chance to persuade? Are you a steel trap here? You can't say.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know things I can say or not, so I'll rather not say it. But,
it's better to be safe. But I just know I've seen somebody state it's like persuade is like, not to give an exact number, but somewhere maybe 15-20% of the time it'll pop up or something like that. So it's not popping up a lot, but it does pop up at times. But if you think about it, let's just say for fun's sake that it's 15% of the time or 20% of the time, that 1 out of 5 times you could potentially get away for scot-free and just take all their loot. That's actually like really amazing in a game, because you're saving HP. Possibility is getting hit. You're not using your skills. So if you think about all the things you have to use, that definitely. I've been, when we did our pre-show stream with Brown, Gent, and Grady, they're like, Doug, what's your strategy for this game? You played an old beta version of it, blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, number 1 is being able to get away, like fleeing and persuading, right? Like get away scot-free, because what if you're fighting a monster and all of a sudden you realize you're going to die and they're stronger than you think? So fleeing is huge, and there's a skill for that, or you can like auto flee. And then being able to persuade when you see a big scary monster, or just you don't want to use your stuff, is like just as important, I think. So those might be the most powerful things in the game.
The other thing I'll say is, man, there's so many mechanics, D. I don't know how you organized all of these and kept them from like running into each other. But even the shared loot stash, okay? People are like, oh, 2 quest points. I can't do that. If you have multiple heroes, it's a must to transfer your specific loot for your barbarian. Would you spend 2 quests for that barbarian to have the mythic die 12 that your mage can't use? Yeah, because that's going to pay off for the next 50 quests. So stuff like that. And even like if you risk dying, if you have a character that dies, a hero that dies, and you want to start with like a sword, you should rather go to that loot stash, spend some quests up front, and that's going to pay itself back by the end of the session, so you can level up faster. That's two of the like sneaky things that I've noticed they're pretty sweet. But they work perfect. Like you nailed it.
Yeah,
dude, I'm
we gotta get
energy, and I'm like thinking I only have 4 heroes, and I used to think that's a lot. Now I'm like 4 heroes is like nothing. Like people are like, "Dog, I got like 15 heroes," and I'm just like, "That's the correct amount." Like people ask me this a lot all the time, guys. How many should you have? I'm like 3 or 4 is probably fine. Now people are like, "I only have 10," and I'm dying here. Right?
Well, wait till Rift Heroes come out, because like next season you're going to have that backup squad. You know, I'm excited to see that art. I'm excited to see if they're any different, like mechanically. Obviously, you can't snap. You said yes, they are.
Yeah, there's differences. There's things that Rift Heroes, we gotta. I mean, this is like a season, right? So we haven't designed everything, but yeah, collect those shards. It's going to be fun when we chose not to open them up just to kind of get the things moving. But yeah, we gotta open it up, and it's gonna be awesome.
I'm putting that in the comments. Alpha Rift Heroes could have something different, right? I love to have drama and like rumors in alpha, but do it in a way where it's like, I'm not saying what is going to happen. I'm just like, watch out and pay attention. You know what I mean? Like look and pay attention, look further than just whatever. This game's making you sucking you and making you pay attention and pay attention. You don't want to miss this or miss that, right? Because it could decide your fate, right? In the game. And even now, a really fun thing is like, there's a leaderboard and people are posting, was it like OX Dreamer? I can't remember who was at the top, or maybe it's Gartner was like, I'm number 1. And then like the devs are like, well, the leaderboards don't matter at all right now because everyone's just kind of figuring stuff out. Like it's going to be totally different down the line because if you keep going to further zones and you're not leveled up enough to even progress, you are going to get screwed. So the question then is, do you stay in, this is the observation we had yesterday, that you might want to stay in level 1 or the first zone until you're like level 3 or 4, because the zone drops in zone 2 are like level 4 items. You can't even use a lot of the drops that you get in that zone because you're not high level enough. So maybe that's the level that's appropriate for that zone. We don't know for sure, but that's kind of an indicator. Johnny, do you think that
I'm going to ask D. I don't know the answer. D would.
Yeah, I don't know that answer either.
You don't know if there's better. Are there better drops in different zones?
I did.
Yeah.
Then you have to. Items are as important, if not more important, than your stat development.
I did see one of the team members say that the drops as you go in the zones do get better because it's like higher level items or something, I believe.
So next round, I've spent most of my quests. I have a few heroes. I have quests. But when I get to 4, I'm going to Enchanted or Sylvan Forest, and I'm just battling out. And if I have to back out, or like I'm going to push them to the max because I can't wait to get those good. Like I saw someone had sweet spear. I'm like, I don't have that.
Oh my God, like a spear. Well, somebody had like a dual-handed like wand or sword or something that had like level 12, like 1 to 12 hit point damage.
I want to die 12.
I'm like, what? I've only seen 10 until now. And I'm freaking out because for me, what I'm doing is I saved my heroes. I didn't play them last night when I could have, to play with you guys and just go through stuff and be like, hey, so we could just go through a little bit of gameplay for a few minutes and you can give reactions. We can talk about it a little bit. And I can do that even more with more people too, because that's what a lot of them are for. These heroes, some of them I bought myself and some of them are from the team because I'm on the team as like, a payment thing, but I'm using them to showcase things to the community and we're doing stuff together, right? So that's what it's really all about. I have some really cool heroes and I still want to win. I want to be at the top of the leaderboard, but in the beginning of this aspect, at least, really my number one priority is to have fun with people and learn things because I know also the better I learn from everything, the better I'll be further down the line, right? I'll get better at the game. I know a lot about the game, D. I read the game doc, okay? A lot of people don't read. I saw somebody in there and said they wouldn't read it unless it's in Swedish, that they can't read English or something. And all these jokes about, and then Fluke on your stream was like, Doug, he's like, bro, you think people in Web3 are going to read something? I read it through multiple times. And I still even missed a couple things that like are important in the game doc, like how things affect whatever. Mm-hmm. And
now that you see it, you go back and read it, and you're like, oh,
go back and read it. And that's just, it's like being in college. I got to keep going back and forth between it, like whatever. I mean, that's how I barely skated by and got all these degrees in college, right? You just keep checking and keep going over it. And it's so cool. Like the game, and this is, I've been talking with Sijin in like the DMs, and I wanted to bring him on too. And he's like, Doug, I'm not sure I want people to reveal myself to people. He's like, I'm kind of a mysterious figure. And I'm like, bro,
Sijin
you made all this amazing artwork that everyone is like, just
serious.
Their faces are melting off. And then he's all like, I'm gonna maintain a mysterious figure. And I'm just like, dude, you're just playing.
He's doing great at that. I wasn't sure like who the Sejin was for a long time.
Dude, this artwork is killing me right now. And then I guess he said something about being in Korea, I guess, or something. So now I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to get on an airplane and find this person. I'm gonna be like, Sejin, what else are you doing that we haven't seen yet? And so then I'm DMing him this, and we're talking, and he's like, and I tell him everyone's so amazed by the artwork, but not only that, it's flips like these sparks in their brain where they're like, what could even be next? Like people are telling me, they're speaking from their heart. They're like, I love the heroes we have. And they're like, I just can't even imagine how amazing like the next hero would be.
I snuck into,
right.
I took like a level 2 hero and snuck into the Sylvan Forest just to like check it out.
That's right. I
saw the Beastmaster, and I was like, afraid. Like I felt fear. I looked at the picture and I felt fear. Like I can't beat all these tigers.
I went in there with one of my heroes, and I only fought one guy, and he was the guy that looks like the Lich King and stuff from like World of Warcraft. And he's like,
I got him
in there, and I'm like, this guy, I'm terrified at this point. I'm like almost shaking. I'm like, I'm gonna die now. And my first dude in the zone, like the first guy, is gonna kill me. And I had like really good loot with me, like good loot, right? Like the best loot I could.
That was your mistake. You took the good loot into the.
So this is the thing, though. I start battling him, and I'm like, I have a chance to win, and I just start missing every time. Like I don't even like hit him, and I'm like, I gotta flee. So I'm going to flee, and you see the dice come up to roll, and you see their like their persuasion ability and mine, and theirs is way higher. I'm like, I'm dead. On like the 4th or 5th time of trying to flee, I got out with having like 3 HP left or something, like, and I was like, oh my god, like I made it out alive. Like it's like every battle's like a boss battle almost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I mean, that's the thing too, is that like I saw someone make a video and it's like title boss battle. If I walked into a room with people and I'm like, they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, I would turn to them and be like, this is what I tell them. I'd be like, you want to play a video game where every damn battle feels like a boss battle, and you have epic art, and like the game's just you become obsessed with it, and you know, stuff like that. That's what gets people's attention. How is it different? How is it unique? What about it is just like captivating, right? Like,
so can I ask Dee a question? So
Sure.
if you're talking to other devs, I'm not a dev. If you're talking to devs and they say, you know what, is there anything unique about building this? Because to me, it seems very interesting to like do the transaction to freeze some of it on the chain. You can, and most of the time you don't have to do that though. Like, is there some intricacies or some like novel mechanics behind the scenes here, or is this pretty basic stuff?
No, it's not basic. So the beauty of things that are built nicely, it's like a house, right? It looks like it was always there. So that's the point of it. So if I'm talking to other devs and say, hey, especially, you know, so at the last thing when I was working with GameStop, like a huge, amazing engineering team, Web3 is a super interesting world. The difference between Web3 and Web2, in Web3, nothing is guaranteed to happen. You could try to do a transaction and it won't go through. It's not in the older world, you go ahead and do something and it happens. Like you want to put some data in the game, right? If you're just writing Web2. You go do something and the database say, yeah, it's done, no problem. In Web3, you would do something like, nah, wait, check in 15 minutes, see if it's done or not. You know?
So you're like dealing with like a stubborn, like a mule. You're trying to,
yeah, like, you know, I don't know who said it. Like the computing power of Web3 today is comparable to a 1990s cell phone or 1980s cell phone. Like this thing, Web3 barely works. It's basic. So to make something awesome with Web3, it's like a coding. It's an awesome coding practice. It's beautiful. Like you got to try something. If it doesn't work, you got to repeat it. You got to really observe, and you got to keep fine tuning it. It's like a machine that works with a lot of different pieces that all need to come together. So for all you guys that are working on Web3, like today is the time to be past from the days of yesterday when you just slap something together really fast and try to go to market with it. Just forget about it. Those days are gone. Now we need really working products, like solid products built with proper thoughts. So work with people, work with the team that comes with experience building things over unreliable infrastructure. It's extremely important.
Yeah, that's cool. So one of the interesting things, like for example, DFK or any on-chain game, is that there's a potential for another developer to come along and access our NFTs and build off that. Is there potential here that's different than any other space, or I'm not saying I want that to happen. I expect it will happen someday. Can they do that? Can a developer just come along and be like, nah, I have a hero game. Bring your hero over here.
You know what? I actually, I was just talking to Doug about that. I mean, that's I don't know if I should be saying this. So there are some game platforms, like game marketplaces, that are trying to create a market for that, where you can take your assets from one game to another. And as a dev, I think that's really beautiful. Like as a Web3, like I'm crypto native. I consider myself crypto native. Like my hero is my hero. It doesn't belong to Dragon's Crossing. It doesn't belong to nobody. It belongs to me. And I will never put it in centralized exchanges or nothing. I know how to save my crypto assets with me. If you don't own the private key, you don't own the asset. That's like the philosophy, right? So I should be able to play my hero in whatever field as I want. Let's talk about a real life asset. Say I have a tennis racket, right? An awesome tennis racket. I should be able to go to any fields and play that. And you know what? If I want to play like another game that is not normally played with the tennis racket, right? Yeah, I want to play a wall. I want to go play a wall. It's my racket. It's not telling me what I can do with it and not. I think the world will go there, and other devs, other companies will really start respecting these assets that people spend so much time building, right? People build up their heroes, and I really want that. I want to see that world.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the heroes for a second?
Yeah, let's do it.
What happens after season 1 to my hero? And what doesn't happen after season 1?
Right. So after season 1, your hero gets deregistered from season. And so there's actually two kind of heroes. There's the perpetual hero that lives forever. And after the season, it keeps your skills. So any skills that you have learned is going to stay with your perpetual hero. So as the season finishes, you collect your rewards, you'll have certain time to collect them. And after that, your hero goes back in its perpetual state where it keeps the skills.
Then does it go to the raw stats it had before the season started?
Yeah. Absolutely. Goes back to mint state.
Mint state. So when it minted those, it doesn't re-roll. Like if you had a great, 12, 8, 8, 8, I get to keep that.
It goes to the mint state. It goes back to the mint state. As we learn, we are learning this thing. We are on a journey together. Like the devs, the game balancers, the game devs, and all. We are on a journey together. And possibly we could figure out if we really put in a lot of work on our heroes. So the one thing that the heroes are keeping is the skills. Probably there's other things in different seasons that the heroes are going to find and generate and learn and probably keep some of that. But we want to make sure a season is a season. Like what happens in the season finishes in the season, and then you start over again with things that you have learned from the season, just like in real life.
That's true. You have to kind of circle back.
And of course, if you, I get to keep my alpha though, right? That doesn't. You don't wipe my brain. That's the key part.
I don't know about that.
All right,
This
everyone.
is your real Web3 wallet. It's right here. Keep it locked in. It's my ledger, baby. But there's also talk about adding more game modes in the future, right? There's a potential of like having a perpetual mode where you keep that NFT leveling up over time, right? So if you played for a whole year, you'd have it accumulate and it wouldn't refresh just for that mode, right? And then possibly having like PvP where you could take that guy that you've like leveled up over time and play with it or something, or whatever it is, some kind of mode. But I'm really excited about it because the way that you've set the game up with things being so balanced and even, I love games where you can jump in and compete regardless. Like in World of Warcraft, you could jump in and there's a 99 level knight and that dude's going to kill you with like one blow, right? But what if, you know, things are a little bit more even where at least you have a shot, or, you know, with all the different modes that you put in, it kind of does that because you only have like 1 month to play this. But, you know, that's really exciting to me because for me, the number one thing I talk about in gaming, like when I'm hanging out with like Grady on streams and stuff, is like I want cool stuff. I want a cool hero. I want cool items or like powers. And I want to be good at the game and all that stuff, but really I just want cool stuff, number one. And you know that's the truth in games with most people because you see in games like Fortnite where they'll spend, you know, thousands of dollars a year just on like skins that don't do anything, right? So that's really what people want. They want to have fun, but you found a way with this game to not only just make the art great, but also all the different aspects just feel fun and they feel good. Like there's some feeling to it, like that I don't know, that I'm just part of something special that just feels so high quality. You
triggered something in my head that I've been thinking about. The skins. I mentioned this before. Right. Dice skins. I want dice skins. Can you make that happen? Call Sijin and say, I'll pay $5 for a special set of dice skins that look a certain way. I want that, and I'm saying, can you do that?
You know what? Let's put it in. That sounds.
That's why he really came on today, D.
Whatever you're doing, just put it on hold.
I knew Johnny was calling me. He's like, I need that dice skin. D's coming on. And he was like, Doug, what? I got to talk to him. So make Johnny dice skin. Make him like a $5 like dice skin, and then make like $100 dice skin with like a dragon on it, right? Just for like the crazies. There's always gonna be one person that's just like opens their wallet and they're like, just like take all my money. In fact, can you please also have 10 more skins? Take all my money, bro. And then the kids like steal their parents' credit card, whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So anyways, the Roblox style playing, right? But I'm telling you, man, I'm so surprised every time I talk to somebody in the Discord that's like, they come from another game. Everyone's new to this game, and they'll be like, I just did a trade. I traded one of my mages because I had a bunch of mages for a warrior, so now I have all the different things. In fact, maybe I should my voice is cracking out because I'm getting excited. Maybe I should actually bring up and share my screen right now and just look at. And so, Johnny, and some other people also wanted to ask D, like, do you have a specific skill that's your favorite skill and or item in the game, something in the game that's just like your favorite?
Yeah, actually, I do not. This is one of the reasons that, you know, I find myself in a really good situation to sit there and make the game work.
You're just Steven.
Yeah. That's my job, my passion here to make this like chessboard, where, you know, the rules are clear, they work, they hum, they keep moving. And to see and be surprised by awesome thing you guys are doing. Like when I'm done, like, you know, a couple of hours ago, just sitting there, just watching how people are playing.
Just look. I mean, just look at these thirst traps. I mean, they're so gorgeous. I mean, look at this. I traded for Cyrus Belfort. Look at this, bro. He's got 16 strength. This guy's about to wreck shop with his giant sword. And then my favorite thirst trap is the Rangers. I got Kathy Scruton. And then
I love their names. All right, tell us the mechanics behind the randomized names. Like, where did you get the names?
Oh man, I did it. That has been the joke, like in the dev team for a while. So it's all Bloater Punch. Like kudos to Bloater Punch. He came up with these names, and they like every time I look at them, I can't stop. Like just
these are randomly generated, right?
These are, yeah.
When you minted it, like went to some repository of names, and we're just like.
You know, this is the beauty about this game. Like nothing is just like, let's go grab it. Like I'm sure he lost like hours, if not days of sleep just to like come up with these names.
Well,
like
he's got a
everything
background
about
in
this
writing,
game
right?
is passion. Yeah.
That's the thing. You can feel the DNA and the fingerprint, I should say, of people like Blood or Punch in this game. That's part of the fun of like getting to meet UD and other people involved. Like you see that this whole process as launch, Blood or Punch has been in the chats, like even at like 3 a.m, bro. Like Blood or Punch is in there. He's chopping it up, making jokes, keeping things fun, and then helping people. And it's like the heart and soul of like gaming and just enjoying people and having fun is in that person, in that dude. And he's in there spreading it in that Discord. And that's the reason I'm even here with you guys now, is because I saw him on the town hall and I was like, that's the type of dude that like we need more of that in Web3. That's what we need more of. We don't need more of like the other stuff, you know, that's going on with like pump and dumps and whatever. We need people that are passionate about their product. And if we look at these characters, I got this dope archer, right? So and so I'm gonna actually go in here, and I wanted to go walk through this. I've not leveled her up yet. Let's do this right now. Boom, the level up roll. I got 7 HP game. I think it's pretty good.
That's good.
Now, what the question is, what stat do I only get 4? So
I mean, I would go 2 agility.
Yeah. The other question is hit points are a big deal too. That could be a good thing to add also.
And those build up over, I mean, those.
I want to have 1,000,000 hit points so I can run through like a whole day.
I haven't been adding anything to hit points.
You haven't. So strength parries, right?
Right.
Feel free to like agree with me at any point. Strength parries, right? So when someone strikes you, it can like parry some of the damage off. But parry does not imply anything like you hit them back or nothing. It's just like taking away damage. So and then wisdom is for dodge, and then agility is for critical hit, and quickness is for like running away and fleeing, and charisma is for persuade. So they all have their own thing. But also keep in mind, for each class, your primary stat is going to help you, I believe, with like the hit points and the damage that you cause, right? So for a ranger, that would be agility. So I up that. And so now the question is, what else do I do? Do I do charisma so I can persuade, or quickness so I can flee? I'm kind of tempted to do quickness because it's kind of low versus the monsters in Zone 2, and I want to be able to flee if I really need to.
That's why you get but that's only for warriors. The guaranteed flee skill book,
really
crucial.
So maybe if I have a guaranteed flee skill, I won't need to have quickness like really.
But you do. This is a ranger, right?
So they don't have that skill?
No, I think it's just for warriors.
D, do you know the answer to this?
Not off the top of my head. I could look it up.
It's frozen to me, or he's holding still.
All right, so I could do quickness. I could do charisma. Wisdom's for dodging. I feel like that's important too, though. Let's go dodge. I think I'm going to do dodge. No, wait.
I like dodge. I like dodging more than parry. I think in the long run, it'll save you more hit points.
All right, we're going to go with Johnny's thing. We're going to go Team Johnny. We're going to submit this level up.
I also love the guy in this, it's just like holding his hands. It's like he looks really, if you watch Parks and Rec, like Nick Offerman wearing armor.
My God, it does. It looks like Nick Offerman sitting at his desk.
It really
does. He's like, oh, so you want to level up, do you?
Yeah. This is all a waste of money. Yeah.
He's like judging you in every move you make. He's like, do you even deserve to level up? Okay.
I made a meme that was him and me having 0 out of 15 quests and the timer being at 23 hours. And he's just like, God damn it. Like, I got to wait for 23 hours contemplatively.
Oh my God, that's funny. I want to see that meme. We need more of those memes. We need everyone to be making content, making the memes and showing them the enjoyment of the game. So now I'm at the big decision point, right? This character, I could go into the Mysterious Forest, or I could go to the Enchanted Fields. Enchanted Fields is more about leveling up.
There are 3. They're level 3 or 2.
I think that she's level 2.
See, I would not mess around in the next level or the next realm until I'm 4. Yeah, that's my strategy going forward.
We should just go into the Mysterious Fields. Let's go there. It doesn't cost anything to jump in here except for like your quest.
You got Persuade.
I got Persuade, bro. Let's check it out.
They've got 2 more. They've got a little bit of an advantage, but I still think it's worth it. You essentially have a 40%, maybe a 35% chance of ending the conflict and not taking any damage right now.
So my charisma is lower than his, but we'll see. Can you hear the soundtrack?
A little bit.
Okay. So I'm going to attack. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
You blew it.
Waited.
That's my least favorite thing is when I accidentally attack.
Watch me kill him in like 1 or 2 hits, though. Look at this. 9 damage, baby.
There we go.
I might not even need Persuade. I can use it for someone else.
Oh, no, you took damage.
2. That's not bad, though. Look at this. Let's get him. 5. Was that enough? Oh, he has 1 left. All right. Oh, he missed. I missed 2. The people do make mistakes. That's the question. The person that makes it to the end and wins is probably going to be the person that makes the least amount of mistakes, really, which is kind of funny. 12, bro. I trust him. Ooh, I got a nice little hat.
Ooh, what's the math? What is the math like on like the uncommon, like the items? Because sometimes I have like a common item that is way better than the rare
was a big
version.
argument the other night, and I was in the DMs with everybody. Explain this to me how this works. D, I know how it works now, okay? But I don't know if we're going to reveal like the actual numbers of like how it works. But first you roll, the item rolls itself and gets like stats. And then there's an additional fixation roll depending on the rarity. So if like you have a legendary or a rare, you know, there's a certain amount of bracketing for what you can get addition to put onto it. Is that correct, D?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, totally.
So it's what you see is what you get. When you get the item, it's all set in stone and done, and that's just what you get. So the actual rarity doesn't mean anything at that point, really. It's just like a color, right?
So, okay. So the mechanics is if rare equals true, then this extra thing happens. It's not like the item is rolled, and then based off the results, we're classifying it as this, or this. Yeah. It's not that. Okay.
There's all these separate things happening. I have tons of like uncommon and common gear that's way better than my legendary gear or like rare. Yep. So it's just kind of a fun color. Now, and people were getting a little bit confused about the terminology, but that is in the game doc. It does say that and to some point or whatever. So like all the real important stuff is in there. And you can see my weapons here. I have a really nice ring that gives me some strength and hit points, crit rate, parry rate, dodge rate. I got a level 10 weapon. It's actually helping me a lot in Zone 1. In Zone 1, level 10 weapons like OP.
It's a must. Yeah.
And I got this sweet robe. It's giving me armor 3 and a dodge rate boost, which is really nice. And people might question, like, what is armor mit mean? It's armor mitigation proc chance, meaning that there's a 7.3% chance that I will have my 3 points of armor count in that like action, right? So when they try to hit me with a sword, I'll have like 3 more armor if that procs and
oh, that's how that works. I thought the proc took off the damage. Like there's a 7.3 chance that if they hit, it takes down the 3 damage. That makes more sense.
Was I right in how I explained that? Where like the proc chance means like that 3 points of armor only matters 7% of the time.
Yeah.
I'm such a wizard at gaming. Okay, so and then I have a hat, but I just got this hat. Ooh,
that one's going to be better, probably.
This is giving me quickness, bro. I just got a hat.
I got to drop out. I got in the thing in like 3 minutes.
That's awesome.
My calendar is full.
Super appreciate
awesome.
No, you got to drop and get those dice.
Bro, we got all the real important stuff that we wanted to cover with you, stuff about you, about the game. Absolutely fantastic. It's one of my most fun interactions I've like ever had, period. And me and Johnny now can go through and just mess around in the game, and people can watch us like screw up, learn from us and stuff. So have a great rest of the day, D, and we'll talk to you more about this. Do you have any last question, Johnny, for D before he leaves?
No, thank you so much for making this game. I'm going to spend a lot of my time doing this. You created joy in my life.
You have. You've brought joy to so many people. Also, I'll leave you with this note, D. When that mysterious person, those travelers that would go around, they kind of remind me of you a little bit. Okay, so that's the final thought.
All right, later, guys.
Do you have any questions?
I'll see you all soon.
See you later, D. Okay, now that he's gone, I'm pretty sure that person in the hood, the Gandalf looking dude, that's D, bro.
Yeah, sure that's him. I hate seeing that guy. It's like a waste of
he's
quest.
like, we're watching you. But that's what he said when he came on the stream. He's like, we're watching everything and we're making sure everything's even and working right. And that's what the traveler says, right? He's like, we're watching you guys and making sure you don't go into Dragon's Cross. And I'm like, bro, you sound like that guy in the game right now. And he's kind of got the peppered longer hair, he could definitely be a wizard. He could be like the Gandalf dude in the game.
He could be.
So that was really fun, Johnny. Like having him on this, like when I DM'd you and I was like, dude, I really want to get you on a stream to learn more about you because he has such a cool, interesting background. And he is watching the game. And then he's like, well, what would we talk about? And I'm like, bro, I could literally probably talk to him for like 2 hours, right? Like,
yeah, and I crashed it. Sorry, I crashed your.
No, it's good.
Your interview.
I want people to come on and participate, but like usually I'll try to have a setup where I'm like, here, I have like 5 or 6 questions so we can get a really good thing. Because sometimes when we add other people in, we get a little sidetracked. I just want to like have it a little bit organized, right? But you have such great questions. Plus, you're heavily invested in this game, literally and metaphorically. And you jumped on a stream the other day with Grady and Flu, like. We keeping this gravy train going of streaming and excitement and like look at Zelf and all these people being nuts and crazy about it. You know, you look at other projects like Nakamigos, it will after 3 or 4 days of a project continuing to go up, all of a sudden it'll just keep going. And all of a sudden people will start paying attention and jumping in and want to be part of it. So
but that really takes us engaging new people. Like the one of the issues DFK had is it became kind of insular and like you need to continue engaging new people in this game to make your experience better. Like if you want season 2 to be a banger, you need to start talking. Like I tell my normie friends about this. Like this is a normie accessible thing.
Yes.
Getting onto Arbitrum is a little bit of a thing, but it's something that's familiar to people, and they're gonna be grateful to you for. I use skills right away on these guys.
Oh, he's got 32. Oh my God, dude.
I use all my skills on the bridge troll.
My favorite skill that I have is the fire.
Because what he can do is a lot of damage. And so what you're fighting for right now is to save your healing quests. So you don't have to use them. So use all your skills.
He's reckless. So everybody, another tip is to check out this part of their name. It'll tell you what this variation of the character is. So chance to crit is increased by 30%. So not only has he got a lot of hit points and he seems strong, he's got a crit boost. This is the thing we have to understand. We were talking about this in the DMs earlier, Osejin, about how like people would get pumped. And there was actually a quote I had from someone in the DMs that said, I love that each of the different variations of a character have different artwork. So the bridge troll has different artwork, whether it's reckless or sickly or, lazy and stuff like that, right?
Really? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, they do. And maybe not for every single one, but there's a lot of different artwork for each character. And he was like, yeah, we wanted to make the experiences different for each different type of bridge troll, right?
What I asked them is to not make the bridge troll. If you have your voice on, he sounds really sophisticated. I want him to just like roar at you. Like, I want to be scared when I see this.
Yeah, he's a sophisticated bridge troll. He's hanging out under that bridge reading literature.
Yeah, he's like, off to contemplate the mysteries.
Off to contemplate. And he's like, excuse me, adventure, as you cross this bridge, like, you give me a toll.
Yeah.
He's got glasses on like Beast from X-Men, and he's like, a toll, please. And you're like,
oh, yeah, he's Beast from X-Men. He's just like lifting weights and then like reading.
He's the bridge troll. He's just chilling out, lifting weights, reading some literature.
He's
probably reading the game doc, actually. He's probably like, this is interesting reading.
Greater mysteries.
Great mysteries. Okay, so let's kill this bro.
Do you want the bridge troll to sound like Danny DeVito? That's another option. May I interest you in a bridge?
All right, so I got a new helmet.
I love new helmets.
I kicked his butt, right? So that was good. Let's look at this inventory. I got this helmet. It's got 3 armor, and this has got 2, but I got 1 quickness. I got to stay with the quickness, I guess, right?
So think about this, though. So by using your skills on that, you did, I think, probably an extra like 12 or 13 damage, which is like maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of you not taking damage. Like you could have taken 24 more damage if you had not used your skills. And then you would have to go to the healer to spend two quests, right? So got to use those skills on people that can do big damage on you.
Dude, people are going to deep dive into the data for this game. We've already had people talking about putting together new websites and different ways to track things and to look at stuff.
I want to be able to see all my heroes' stats at once so I can see who the real ones are. Like the ones I should like push to the front and transfer some of my good inventory to.
I think I got better sandals, bro. I got hit points increased. Okay, so this is 2% for 2 armor, and this is 4% for 1
No, that's
armor.
better.
Yeah.
I think that one's better.
This is another tip, guys. Look at the proc chance, and then look at the armor amount is 1, and the other had 2, but this one procs twice as often, right?
Mhm.
So that kind of
And then you get a hit point.
Yeah, it evens it out, so they're equal, but it also gives me a hit point, so now that means it's better. So that's the thing, is that you have to understand, like, we don't know all the mechanics going on, but you have to understand sometimes they'll tell you percentages of, like, you know, chances to flee, but then it might increase your actual, like, your quickness, which also affects that. But what affects it more? I don't know, right? What's better, to take a increase in 1 or the percentage? It's a really good question. So we're gonna just go and kick some butt, Goblin.
I can't wait to rummage through your.
I love the voice acting, but when you have a lot of heroes, you got to turn it off, because then you can just jump right in and click. You don't have to wait.
Right. For demonstration purposes, the voice acting is great here.
We got to, yeah.
Wandering Goblin. He doesn't have any special, like, designation, so he's just a Wandering Goblin. He's gonna get wrecked right now. Look at, he can't even hit me, bro. Look at this Ranger Thirst Trap. 10 damage, bro. Yes. He's down to 1. Bro, I almost one hit into this guy.
That's a good feeling as a one hit.
Dude, no damage.
That's a big win right there. Ooh. Wand. So here's the other thing. It's like, do you even pick up the things that you aren't ever going to use?
So, like, if I'm never going to use it because it's for a different thing, I can just drop it later, right? But you're right. I think right now I like to auto loot and just get all of it just to make sure I don't screw up.
I think that's fewer clicks to auto loot. So sometimes I just do it with fewer clicks.
Faster. So then later I can go through and just delete anything that's for a different class that's not super amazing. I will just delete it. Okay, so he's
persuade. Ow, you missed your persuade. No, you can persuade.
Okay, we're gonna persuade. His dodge is up by 30%. You see, this is another goblin. He's different artwork because he's an arcane goblin. He's got the eyes. See that, dude? That's so cool. Let's persuade this son of a gun. Ready, go.
There you go.
Yes!
See? There you just saved yourself 7 or 8 hit points.
I persuaded, bro. What? Give me something. Ooh.
Oh wow!
Legendary robe.
Look at that. Proc chance 12 for 4. There you go.
Let's go up here. Okay, so
way
I'm gonna
better.
lose some dodge, but that's okay because I got a 12% proc rate for 4. That's really good.
Yeah, I would take the gold and the legend.
Let's go into the legendary. Let's do it. So yeah, that proc rate's high. I want that. The thing is that I love consistency, having like a lot of armor, right? All right, sometimes you might want to check your character and just be like, hey, oops. And like, what's going on? Like, how much HP do I have left? Okay, how much I have 2 more XP until I can level up, which is awesome, right? So part of the reason of staying in the zone is so smart is you can go back and level up your character and you don't have to spend all those quests. Like if I was in zone 2 to come back and do the level up, right? Or can you level up during your camp? Can you level up in camp, or do you have to go all the way back?
You have to go to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, you do.
Time to take your coin.
Time to take your coin.
And run, but lots to do. You understand.
Now this is if you've seen Game of Thrones. This is the same voice. The voice actor for this is you know nothing, Jon Snow.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I just made that up. Doesn't she sound like that? When I hear her, I hear that because she's also a redhead like Ranger.
Yes, she does. I know the Jon Snow's girlfriend.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
He married her in real life, didn't he?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they got like married.
No, they did because I read an article. You get like some spammy article that was about it.
There was like all these like paparazzi pictures, bro. Talk about thirst trapping it up. They got Steamy on TV for us, bro. Look at this. All right.
What do we got here? Ooh, this is good.
Oh my God, I got a wedding ring, bro. We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about marriage. Let's talk about
chick right now.
Let's talk about shards. Let's talk about shards. So I was reading this article about shards. That'll come out next. That's a great ring. So this gives strength, and that gives. Oh wow, that's a great.
Gives me 3 wisdom, 3 hit points, and all that other
dodge.
Stuff. Dude.
That's a great ring.
Yeah, the dodge, the parry rate's high. Oh, wait. Oh, well, it's similar to this one, but still the other stats are better. Wisdom and hit points go up, bro.
Yeah, you need those. The raw points go a long way.
The hit point and wisdom boost. All right, now let's look at my character and check it out. I got 15 wisdom, 14 agility. Bro, I have more wisdom than agility at this point. My dodge is pretty high. Got plenty of hit points, bro. Plenty. So you wanted to talk about what the spell books?
No, I was just saying that. So what we were talking about will show up in the loot. Remember, we were talking about weddings. You got a wedding band. So we're talking about shards right now. So if you kill, I bet a shard will show up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Talk about shards. I'm just going to post a link again real quick in the Discord, so make sure everyone can see this. Strategy and health.
And folks, share it out if you can on your Twitters.
Yeah, here, let me
on your MySpace.
This is the thing, is we have to be really good and vigilant at retweeting other people's stuff, right? Like, especially what I'm posting, because like it's videos for other people to like see and learn about the game. You know what I mean? Your stuff too, we're going to do. But this content, having Dion, Johnny, and I'm wanting to invite other people from the community to come on also. If you're down there and you really want to come on the stream to share something, say you got like an amazing item or some super great alpha that you want to share, right? All right. So there we go. Woot woot. Yeah. Share. Retweet. I know it like fills our streams up with these retweets, but we got to put Dragon Crossing everywhere. So, because it's a real game, bro. It's something people will think about this. I work a little bit kind of in sales. I'm in marketing and stuff. The key is in sales, you're solving problems for people. You say, hey, are you into gaming, bro? And they go, yeah. And you're like, check this game out. Boom. Done. Your task is done, right? Like, here you go. Like, if you're into gaming, and then they can just look at it and themselves, they'll be like, wow, thank you for showing me this game. It's awesome. They'll actually be so pumped, right?
Right. That's the thing about sales is you think you're imposing, but in reality, like you're giving people an opportunity to do something. Mm-hmm. And they're grateful for that. So it's show it.
If you approach it the correct way and be like, hey, dude, I have this game I'm playing. It's really cool. I think you might like it. And you just are doing it like you invite a friend over for lunch. Hey, you want to have some lunch, bro? And then be like, no, it's really fucking cool. Like, I like it because of this reason. And they'll be like, oh, that, and they'll give you a response. They'll be like, oh, tell me more, or have a question, or they'll be like, yeah, I want to check it out. So then from there, you just answer their questions, or you just have them check it out. It's just casual, very, very just like whatever. And then be like, bro, check this out. And then if they start playing it and seeing it, they'll be like, wow, this is awesome, right? Get them in the Discord. I just invite people to hang out at the table. You know, you have the break bread with them, and then good stuff just happens. All right, so let's go back over here. Let's attack this dude.
I feel like a shard's coming.
Dude, I am kicking butt with this girl.
Wow, crit.
18 damage, bro.
That's a one-hitter.
Bro, 18 damage. I'm screenshotting this to prove it to people. He wants to know what's in my wallet. You know what's in my wallet? A giant fist.
Bam.
Boom.
Hey, I'm sorry. I do have to drop as well, but thanks for having me on.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I'll share out the space.
Do you have any questions about the game that you're looking to try to solve in the near future? Like, well,
the biggest takeaway I got from this space, I'll share that instead, is that when you get into the next zone, you get better items. And so I was hesitant to go full bore in, but with my next rounds, with my level 4s, we're going to the Sylvan Forest, baby. We're going to find us some loot.
That's awesome. Okay, Johnny, thank you so much for coming on the stream.
My pleasure. Thanks for doing this.
Great day. We'll do more stuff and have more fun. We'll be in the DMs. We're going to keep this going. And I'm going to be streaming a lot, man. It might be every other day, every day. Crypto Grady's also going to do a bunch of streaming.
Well, I'll drop in when I can.
Yeah, let's do it, baby. Okay, we'll see you
Peace.
soon. Thanks so much. Okay, so thanks to Johnny for coming on. Now let's do the top 5 list people were asking about, okay? So I got my adventure out there. I'm going to stop sharing that screen. Okay, because me and D, people in Web3, both of us had technical issues, all right? So here's my top 5 list. I started this on opening day, right? Use your quest wisely is number 1, all right? Meaning like zone 2, it takes quests to actually go into zone 2 and come back. So think about what you have to use your quest for. Healing costs a quest when you go back to town. If you lose all your weapons and have to buy some from the blacksmith, those cost quests too. So you don't want to die because you're going to lose all those questing opportunities, right? If you run into a random stranger or an orb or some fruit, it costs a quest to make those decisions. So quests are extremely highly valuable more than anything else, right? Use them wisely. Talk about it with your friends. What's the best way to use them? Right now, we're using all of our quests as much as we can to level up our characters, right? Which is another one of the top tips. Number 2, quest, health, and skills all refresh every day. Every time that timer resets, it refreshes your 15 quests. It gets your health back up to the top of your health bar, and the skills you refresh. So like you start off with like 14 skill points. Those refresh the next day. So you don't have to worry about saving them. Use them all on that day. Okay, number 3, offhand weapons are OP, it looks like, or at least they're next level for right now. The offhand weapons people are finding have like 1 to 12 damage. Right now I have a 1 to 10 damage weapon, which is awesome, but the offhand weapons seem to be really cool. And it's really exciting because we have regular hand weapons and offhand weapons. Like, I guess, I don't know if offhand weapon means that it's like a dual sword, like you're using both hands, or, you know, there might be a time where you can use 2 weapons individually, right? And that's number 4, was like D10 damage is OP, and now D12 damage is the highest we've seen people got so far, right? And if you have a weapon that's like D12 damage, you might consider sending it to another character in your wallet. Say if you have a warrior, I've only seen offhand weapon as a 1d4. Yeah, I've seen it as 1d12, so it might be the zone that you're in, right? So if you have a warrior and you have a weapon like a wand for a mage and it's a D12, you might consider sending it to the mage. It'll cost you 2 quest points for each of those characters, right? But it just depends if it's something super amazing that only they can use. That's something that we have to figure out, okay? And number 5, level up your hero, okay? Level them up every single time you can. Pay attention to that status bar. In fact, let me show you right now. If we look at my character, right? If I bring up the character status during this battle, you can see I'm at 7 XP. Actually, I should have gone. I don't know if that popped up just at the beginning of the battle, but I should have gone back to level up my character. So I might have missed one chance for that. Okay, so let's battle this stag. Oh no, I missed. I'm gonna have to use a skill, aren't I? Oh, they did 0 damage because of my parry. So I have a really good parry. So maybe I can get away with not using a skill. Oh no, that's 5. That's not good. 8. Okay, that's good. So now let's hit him now for the final blow. Let's get like a 10. 9. Is that enough? Yes. We did it. We got nothing. All right. Now let's go level up one more time. While I'm doing this, is anybody in the comments right now watching that wants to jump on and add some info about the game? Just hit me up in the comment here or DM, and we'll DM. And we'll bring you on because we want to be able to bring the community on too. Okay, so let's roll from some HP, baby. Ooh, we got 6 HP. I think that's pretty good. We're going to get a skill point also for leveling up. Okay, I got 4 points again. See, I haven't been getting very rolls on this. So we want, because it's a ranger, we definitely want agility. And what else do we want? Parrying. We've been doing wisdom for dodging, putting that high. Quickness for fleeing or charisma. I think we should go wisdom. That's what we're going to do. What do you guys think? Do you have any comments in the chat right now? What should I level up? Should I do wisdom and agility? Because, you know, the base stats might affect your hit points more than hit points itself. It might be better to do that than just raw leveling up at hit points at this point, at least. Okay. I don't see any comments about that popping up right now. It might be a delay between when I see the comments within my software and then popping up on the YouTubes. Here we go. All right, so let's do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do wisdom and agility so that we can just be baller and straight up dodge attacks, like dodge that swisher sword when it comes in to hit you. You know what I'm saying? Successfully leveled up. There we go. All right, now I have more skill points. I can get herbal knowledge added now. So now I have 3 and 1. Boom, look at that. All right, let's go back to the prairie. And just an FYI for anybody that's new, you can see this is the shared stash. This costs 2 quests to put something in here. If you want to do that, I believe you go to your inventory, you right-click, or wait. You go to your inventory here, you right-click it and say move to stash, and that's how it gets added in there. Because some people might not know the keyboard moves that you need to do to add it into the stash. And that takes 2 quests. And then when you take it out on the other side for the other character, it's also 2 quests for that other character. All right, let's go in here.
The last thing you're gonna see is this pretty
I don't have a persuade. The last thing you're going to see is this pretty face. So I'm saying no damage. Look at this. My parrying is doing great. And my probably my armor too, right? Ooh, 13 damage. I crit again. Bro, let's get that agility up. You know what I'm saying? Is the ranger going to be the best class because they had agility where they just crit nonstop? Ooh, I got hit pretty hard. Don't like that. No thanks, Stag. All right, you're dead now.
That's the last we'll be.
I did not get a summoning shard yet today. I got one the other day, and I got a skill book. Quickness low for higher zones. Oh, so my quicknesses go up for the zones coming up. I'll do that the next one. Thank you for that input. Thank you for that input. You know what I'm saying? My quickness right now is at 10. So if higher zones, we're going to want quickness so we can run away for sure. So I'm level 3 now. Do you guys think I can make it through 6 battles without having to heal? What do you guys think? Do you think, Zelf? I think I probably can. These stags are a pain in the butt. I'm going to use a skill. Resolve. Now attack. Let's one hit him. 3 damage. Let's one hit this guy. 4 damage. Boo. So there was a bug earlier where, like, if you killed him because of the bonus damage from, like, a skill, it wasn't registering your XP or something, but now they fixed it, I believe. It just goes to show they're jumping in and fixing stuff right away. And there's always going to be a little bit of bugs going on in, like, especially Web3, right? Oh, man, that got me for a lot of damage. Ooh, 8% and 2. Let's see if that's better than what I have right now. Right now it's 6% 2 and then the quickness thing. And this is 8% 2 in hit points. Do I care more about quickness? I think I care more about quickness right now. You think you can? I can make it. Okay. You guys want to make a side bet? Who wants to bet $5 I can make it? Banner Viking, are you around? Let's make a side bet.
I can't wait to rummage through your things.
I hate to kill and run, but lots to do. You understand.
All right, we're at 43 right now. Yes, 0 damage. Clank. 8 damage. Let's go, baby. Ooh, I got a warrior axe. I don't want that. I'm going to take it just in case, I guess, but I could have just dropped that down. I think I might be able to make it. Oh, no. He's sickly, though. So his charisma is reduced, but I don't have persuade as an option right now. But we're going to use this skill. We're going to projectile him. 2. That's not great. He missed me. Let's go. Let's crit it. Let's crit him. 8. All right. Let's do this again. 8 damage. That's not good. Bro. 7. Should we use another skill? Let's heal. Let's go. He's going to miss me now. I don't want him hitting me for all that. No! Oh, my God. Dude, this guy's wrecking me. Look at that. He has 1 left. Are you kidding me? Dude, bridge trolls are not fun. No bueno. No bueno on the bridge troll. Oof, to burn those duplicate items. Yeah. He missed me now. But that guy wrecked me. At least give me something good. Wisdom and hit points. I don't think that's better than what I have. Nope. So that troll wrecked me. Let's see what I have right now. 3 quests left and 24 HP. I feel like at this point there's 3 quests left, and I think I should go heal and then come back and quest. What do you guys think? I don't think I'm going to be able to make it off of 24. If I run into another bridge troll, I'm screwed right now. What do you guys think are the chances you got a book? Oh, that's right. I got it. Oh, no, I actually don't have a book. I have a skill shard there. Let's go back here. So do I, in order to register that, do I have to camp? Do I need a task left over to camp and put that skill thing in there? So I think that the thing is we need to heal, because what's important is making sure we don't lose that thing. Okay, so now we got a good amount of HP. So what we'll do is we'll fight one more, and then we'll camp. Does camping cost? Camping is free. Okay. I did not pick up a bow. So let's go here. Let's fight.
You're bad luck to run across me.
Stupid dwarf. Dodge is reduced.
This is gonna be over real quick.
Let's do this. Don't hit me. It's not too bad. How many skills do I have left? 1. All right, let's save that for the next battle. 0. Great. 7. All right, let's kill him right now. Let's do this, baby. Let's get this guy, this dwarf. Yes! Got nothing. All right, this is my last one, and then we're going to camp, all right? We're building up that XP. Another dwarf. So we got, make sure to use your skills. We got this one left. 5. All right, now attack this son of a gun. Let's one hit him. Ooh, did we one hit him? Yes! We one hit him, and look what we got. Look what we got. We got some nice boots here. We got some mythical boots. 4 strength. Ooh, that's fun. Let's take that. All right, let's go back here and camp. Confirm camp. Is that it? Yeah, our heroes healed. All right, so we camped. So now let's look at this. We got these guys, 4% and then 1 hit points. This is 2% with 3, 4 strength and 1 hit points, bro. Mythical boots. You saw it here. This is pretty cool. Mythical steel toad. They're used up, though. Someone used them. I got them from, like, you know, the hand-me-down store. But, bro, my strength went up big time with that. That's so dope. Look at that. Those stats are nice right now. Those stats are looking real nice. Who likes my stats? Nice loots. I do need to camp, yeah, because I have the shards. So if you look at the wallet, that's there. Camp. Okay, so it kicks you out like that when you camp, I guess, huh? Should I play through another character, or should I wait till later? Let's see. Let's play through another character. Who has... Oh, Bidme does not have his refresh yet. Let's see if the warrior does. Yes. No, it doesn't. It should, though. Oh, there it is. I just had to click on stuff. All right. This is the warrior I traded for. Okay. And so I'm going to say thank you so much to D in the DMs. Okay, so I traded Zenidra Born, who is super awesome and wonderful person. You guys might know Zenidra from other games and stuff. But she traded me this dope warrior, all right, for a mage, all right? So let's go. Let's check and make sure we got skills. Okay, so we got overhand chop. That she set it up with overhand chop for all of them, and then grapple deals damage and reduces parry for both monsters and the hero by 80% for 2 rounds. Yeah, let's just do overhand chop. Let's have fun with that. Always make sure that you have your skills set up, and we're full of energy and everything, right? And we need to go in here and level up.
To take your coin. Destiny is fickle. It set you up to be at the end of my blades.
All right, here we go. So this brigand reminds me of Lord of the Rings a little bit, right? Like almost like the elves, but almost more like the Rangers. Very cool. Amazing artwork. Sejin. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I mean, if he came on the stream and revealed himself, we would know. Boom. Take that, Sejin creature. We are kicking butt right now.
Don't worry.
This is the biggest thirst trap in the game right now. Look like Henry Cavill.
It set you up to be at the end of
Oh wait, could I persuade him? No. I guess you can't persuade after you start fighting. It would be cool if you could still do it in the middle of a fight. Could you guys know? Oh, if it's in your wallet, then it's good already. Okay, yeah. So then it's already good if it's in your wallet, I guess. But like, I thought that's where it goes. I thought it went into your wallet right away, though. And you have to camp to make sure. I don't know. Maybe I do already have it in there. Here we go. Let's kill this dude. Let's get this warrior beefed up because this dude, warriors have a great skill.
Looks like you.
In fleet. Ooh, look at this ring. Strength, agility, wisdom, and hit points. Wow. That's a nice ring. Let's go to our inventory. Right now we have, we already have a ring of 3 wisdom and 4 hit points. This is strength, agility, wisdom, and hit. Oh, you know, let's do this one. 3, 7, and 2. Yeah, this one's better. Because not only that, strength is our primary stat, so that's the most important one. And the rates are higher on this one. Let's look at our hat for a second. 2. Ooh, this is a better hat, isn't it? Yeah, this is a better hat. We got the best robe on, parry rate. And that's just the 1d6. All the same stuff. Okay, let's go. This game is dope.
Let us hope you put up a good fight.
Ooh, I will. 5 hit points.
Waste of my time.
Resolve. It goes inventory first, then camp to turn it into an NFT, then goes in the wallet. Maybe I did do that. Maybe I did. You have to go back. I should be changing up those comments better. I'm too immersed in this game. And did you guys like my thumbnail I made for the tweet and for this? Where I put D in the graphics. It's kind of rudimentary, but it's cool. All right, let's get this dude. Yes, crit in the house. He's dead. Did we one hit this guy? You guys confirm. Can you confirm I just one hit a monster, bro? One hit. Give me nothing.
I can't wait to rummage through your
critical chances of improved.
Destiny is fickle. It set you up to be at the end of my blades.
$10 damage. 0 damage. Awesome. We're doing good here. You guys are going to watch me go through this without having to heal. I'm just going to just tear everyone up. No, don't hit me, bro. Look at that. Parry Clink. A full-on parry. Because strength is our main stat, and it's good for parry. That's awesome. Boom. Dead. Ooh. That's the same I already have. A 1d6. I'm always taking loot just in case. No persuade.
I can't wait to
He's impotent. Crits reduced on him too, which is great.
Destiny is fickle. It set you up to be at the end of my blades.
Double miss. Yes, let's get him. Let's get him. All right, let's go. A dwarf. I tear up these dwarfs like they ain't nothing.
You put up a good fight.
Oh, now I said that he's going to get me.
Waste of my time.
He's going to get me. Well, you're being safe. Super dope. Do you guys have any comments about the game? Any alpha that you're looking for? I have a deep knowledge of how the game works. Deep. You know what I'm saying? Because I read the game doc and I've been playing it and talking to everybody I can. When I say deep knowledge, you can get pretty much the same knowledge from just reading the game doc. But do you want to? I could just read it on the stream. 4 damage. All right. 7 damage. 1 damage left on this dude. Let's get him. Let's get him. Nice. Give me some loot. No loot. Do you guys think I'm going to get a skill book? I really want... What do you guys think is your favorite skill so far? Can you put it in the comments?
Destiny is fickle. He set you up to be at the end of my blades.
Attack this son of a gun. You keep missing each other, bro. Come on. No. I'm parrying him, though, which is great. This pairing is awesome for this warrior. There we go. We're not getting any drops, guys. Oh, the orb. You guys, the orb's a big deal. I don't understand the leaderboard. Okay. Pocket Sand seems to be at the top of the list. Okay, so A's here. You're asking about the leaderboard. So the leaderboard, the game is, when you look at the leaderboard, it's counting how far you've gone in the game. So that's something we can put in our top 5 tips also of like, how does the game rank you? It ranks you about how far you've gotten in the game, like further and what zone you've gotten into and how many it's like what zone you've gotten into and how many monsters have you killed in that zone, right? That's how it's ranking it right now. But the thing is that what determines who wins really is going to be whoever beats the final boss the fastest with the least amount of quests, right? So basically whoever's the best strategy, you know? So, and the thing is, like, if for some reason no one at all finds the final boss and defeats them, then the person that has gone the furthest in the zones and with the most kills in like that zone are going to be the winner, right? So the thing is that right now the leaderboard means nothing at all. It doesn't mean anything. It means that person might be further in the game, but they could be stuck there. They could die and then be totally screwed or whatever, right? They could be, you could be in zone 1 and be like level 4, and they could be in zone 2 and be level 2. And when you go into level 2, you can just fly right by them because you can just beat all the monsters easy. You know what I mean? So the real answer is the leaderboard doesn't mean anything until the final tally on that last day, right? And then and it's because like you could be in 10th place, but if you get to the final boss and beat them and the other people don't, you could win. So really it's about beating that final boss, okay? So you always sit in front of the orb. I always touch the orb. So let's rest in front of the orb this time. No! I got -2 charisma and -2 quickness. That's terrible. Zelf, we got wrecked. I always touch the orb and nothing happens. That's not fun. Wrecked us. All right, let's get that back by leveling up. Oh, I can level up right now. Oops. You guys didn't tell me I can level up. Look at this. See, level up available. I've done it a couple times now where I didn't level up when I could have.
It looks like...
We got a ring. Strength, agility, and wisdom again. All right, let's check out this ring. Strength, agility, and wisdom and hit points. 2, 3, 1, 9. Yep, this one's better. Let's go here and level up, Betty. All right, let's get a good rolls to make up for that junk that happened before. HP gain. Let's get a roll. Let's get like 8. 2. That's not a good roll. Let's do strength. What else should I up here? Wisdom's way low now. I feel like we need to dodge more. Could have gotten ad stats too. That's true. Yeah, well, we could have. We got wrecked those, Elf. But we got wrecked. That's what games like this do. They lure you in, pat you on the shoulder, and be like, hey, buddy. Next thing you know, wrecked. All right. Okay, so wisdom's really low. Charisma is super low. Oh, my goodness. Dude, I got so wrecked in these base stats. At least strength is really high. I need to at least have some charisma, right? So I can, like, persuade. Am I just going to ignore charisma from now? Because, like, I need wisdom and agility, too. What do you guys think I should do? What should I add as stats on this dude? He might be my weakest overall character. Maybe let's do 1 in charisma and 1 in wisdom. Nah. 1 in wisdom, 1 in agility. Let's do that. All right, that's what we're doing. All right, so we're leveled up now. We can't get any more of those. Just leave. Okay, so now we got 6 quests left. We got plenty of HP on this dude.
You're bad luck to run across me. Oh, you are so dangerous. Not.
You're so dangerous, not. Spill into sexual adventure. Thank you, everyone, for who is watching right now. We're going to have a lot of fun streaming and learn about this game. 7 damage. Come on, give me 0. 2. All right, let's hit him now. Let's get him. Let's get him out of here. No. Come on, dwarf. We're going to get you this time. 6. He's done for. No, he has 1 HP left. Are you serious, bro? Let's get him. All right. I'm not getting no loot with this guy. All right, let's check this. So we have plenty of HP. We got lots of strength.
Time to take your coin. Let us hope you put up a good fight. Otherwise, this is a total waste of my time.
So my guy is good at parrying, but he's not. Oh, he didn't parry that one. But he's not good at agility or dodging.
I only choked.
You're dead. All right. We got plenty of HP left. Let's go to the next character. And we have skills left, too.
Time to take your coin. Let us hope you put up a good fight. Otherwise, this is a total waste of my time.
Boy, I got hit with 7 damage. That's not good. All right, let's get him this time. We can do it. So I'm wondering, on this screen, if they go first and it has the ... and it doesn't say miss, does that mean for sure you're going to get a hit on them? I wonder.
I only chose them.
Oh! A beastly mask. Thought that was a summoning chart for a second. Don't think that's better than what I have right now. Let's see. I hit the wrong button. So right now I have a 1 + 1 hit points and 2 and 2.89. Oh, this is better. Quickness. Yep, this one's better. My beast mask. There we go. All right. Let's hope we get a good one.
Worry. I will send your love.
Let's persuade the son of a gun. Let's do it. Let's get him. No. Only 1 damage, though. Yeah, see, my guy's not very persuasive with his rough talk with him. He's like, you get my blade. All right. We still got skills left, too, for our final dudes. Yes. Let's get him. Nothing. I'm not getting very much loot with this dude. Okay. We've got plenty of skills left. Let's use them.
Destiny is fickle. It set you up to be
1.
my blades.
I can't use another skill now. Wish I could use it twice. 4 damage. Now I can use a skill, though. Let's do it. Bro, really? My skill's not killing him very good. 4 damage. Boo. All right, we crushed him that time. No loot again, bro. Okay, the last one of the day for this guy. Oh, let's persuade. Maybe we can get it. Well, you got it. We persuaded, bro. What do we get? We got just nothings. All right. So where are we at? We got HP 6 to 7. So right away we can level up tomorrow when it refreshes. Okay, guys. One of each. So yeah, we did a little bit of that. What hero you got? Sweet. Good game, man. So the heroes I got, can you see them right now? These are the heroes I have. I've got Ruel, the mage. I got Kathy, the mythical thirst trap ranger. I got Bidmead over here who likes to drink mead, another mage. And I got Cyrus over here, warrior. So I got one of each class, which is awesome. So we can check out all the different classes. Looking to get a warrior and a ranger. Travis, do you have any of the heroes yet? Do you have a mage or anything yet? You guys, please feel free to share out the tweet in the space. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Let me get this tweet out here so you can put it out there. I'm going to copy the link to it. I'm going to put it right here. There you go. If you guys would do me the pleasure of retweeting that and tagging some friends, maybe say something you like about Dragon's Crossing in there, right? And we're going to be doing some streams with some big giveaways too. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we got some really good alpha today. People that are showing up right now, once the stream's over, I would advise you to go back and watch my interview with D, one of the devs. It was really cool to see his perspective, why he works on this game, his background. Not only did he work on like the GameStop NFT marketplace, he actually worked on like Ethereum when it was launching with like Vitalik. And was it Vitalik or someone challenged him to make a hard wallet, and he made one. So he made the first ever hard wallet. So that's D, who's one of the devs on this game. That guy is the people working on this game, the devs we have, the core team are actually pretty fantastic. Like he says, the people working on this game are really smart and really, really great people. Oh, you're warrior in 2 hours. Does that mean you're going to get one in 2 hours, or are you going to refresh in 2 hours? Also, if anybody here that's watching wants to come on the stream and share maybe their character or alpha they have or a really amazing item they found, feel free to message right there and I'll hook it all up. Really good times, guys. Okay, great. So these are my guys. And so I've quested with 2 of them so far, I think, right? I have not done a mage yet. Can I do the mage? Let's see. Is he not reset yet? Or did I already do him? Did I already adventure with him? Oh, I think I might have. Yeah, he's level 3. I adventured with him already today. Okay. So I adventured with him. I think the only person I haven't adventured with yet is this one. Yep. Can I level them up yet? No. Nope, I can't. I got one more person left to play today. You might pick up a few more. T7, T1 Mookie. What heroes you got, Mookie? You got a legit femme mage, like Legolas. A legendary female mage. That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a legendary male mage, and I have a mythical ranger, which is super dope. And I got a rare warrior, a rare thing. And so the thing about this, guys, when the game goes into season 2, when season 2 starts, I believe, or maybe it's when season 1 ends. I think it's when season 1 ends. We're going to be able to use Rift Heroes in the game. And the Rift Heroes, there will be like common and uncommon Rift Heroes that start off with like, you know, lesser stats and stuff. So the Genesis heroes are the best heroes, the ones we're playing with right now. And plus they can make more heroes for you to play with, right? And keep this in mind. This season right now is they made it free so everyone can play it and have fun. The next seasons are going to be an entry fee, and then, you know, you'll be able to win stuff, right? Which is really cool. And they're going to add more play areas to the game too, eventually. That's the plan, right? Okay, so you've got a female mage. I'm telling you, I like playing with the mage and ranger a lot. The warrior was a lot of fun to play with because he parries everyone so much. Okay, should I play through with another character? Should I save it for later? Let's see who. Grady's pretty busy right now. Who is in the old chats in the Discords? Everyone right now is taking their lunch breaks. Let me go down to mainstream chat. Love that thumbnail. Top 5 tips. All right. Let's do this. Let's start playing with one of the characters. Is the timer gonna refresh once you start the gameplay with them or after you're finished the gameplay with them? That's my question. Let's go check that out. So we have this dude right here. Or maybe it's just, oh, it's going to refresh from that refresh time. We've got 2256. Interesting. All right, let's look at their stats of this dude. 84 HP, that's great. He's got 16 wisdom, which is awesome. All right. Inventory. Oh, I got a dope ranger sword in there. That's got a proc chance of armor mitigation. That's interesting. The helmet. The wand is 1d6, nothing special there. Got some, and there's the offhand slot. That's what everybody is excited about. So in my wallet, I got that one guy. All right, so let's go here and let's adventure. Uh-oh. The gambler's here. Should I gamble? What do you guys think? Should I gamble it? Where is the Gen chat? Sometimes the Gen chat gets a little bit wonky. Always gamble. It's a 50-50, so eventually even out. All right, let's do it. Let's do it for fun. Always gamble. Let's roll it up. Is that good? Yes! Permanent, +1 strength, +1 wisdom, and +1 agility, bro. Yes! I'm infused with gambling goodness. That's what we're here for. Yes, sir. I'm going to screenshot that, buddy. We did it. Rempen acoustics. We did it, man. We did it. All right. So far, you've been amazing today. All right. And our other friend, Zelf, led me to get wrecked. All right. That just is what it is. All right, so now let's look at our character. Those boosts we got. These are some nice stats. This guy's not bad at all. Actually, his stats for a rare guy are kind of high. My other mage I traded away had like 5 less points total than this one. So yeah, I think he's got pretty high stats to start off with.
You're bad luck to run across me.
All right. Let's go, baby. Don't get me. Oh, no, 5. Should we use a skill? No, we're going to get this guy. He's going to miss. Got that agility. Oh, let's get him now. Let's get him this time. Miss. Yes. Let's get him. We need 5. Yes, we did it. Oh, we got a wand. Oh, we got a D8 wand. Take. Done looting. Is that better than what we have already? It is. All right. We've upgraded our wand, guys. I need that D10 or D12 wand. Applause, applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's, you know, I need a hype man like Grady, I mean, or myself, or somebody to come on and be excited when I do stuff. Yes, I got the wand. I'll just be excited.
Time to take your coin. Let the light of Gaia focus my power.
I will, but you missed them, bro. 2. 8. All right. We can get him now. We can 2-hit this guy. Give me a 9. Yes. Dead. Dude, this might be my best character right now. I mean, I'm speaking early, though.
I will send your loved ones news of your death.
Runic axe. The arcane.
Oh, did I mess up a persuade? Because I persuaded him. 5 damage. 2 is kind of a lot. We got to watch out for that persuade. If you guys see the persuade pop up, don't let me miss it. Send like a raven or something to let me know. No loot. Do you guys use persuade a lot? Let me know. How often do you think persuade pops up for you? What do you think the persuade's like percentage chance is?
Let the light of Gaia focus my power.
Oh yeah, we're gonna 2-hit this dude. This is like golf. It's like a birdie, brah. Gonna birdie this bro. Yes. Give me some loot. Oh, whoa, 4 strength. That's pretty cool. Too bad I'm not a warrior. Let's take it though. Nice. Getting some nice loot that I cannot use. I always gamble, sit in front of the orb, and eat berries. So far eating berries or tasting them or just snacking on them, like where you can taste them just a little bit, has been good for me. You don't see it very often, but what would you guess is a percentage? I think it's around like 15-20%. D would not tell us any info.
Let the light of Gaia focus my power.
We're gonna 2-hit this guy. Don't hit me, bro. 4. Ugh. 12. We're crushing people with these hits. Done looting. We got 9 left. Oh, we can level up now. Let's go level up. 4. Ick. Let's go. All right, we got 5 points. So we definitely going to give max out wisdom. Let's put on charm, maybe. Let's do one for these guys. Should we just give one to everything? Except strength. Let's just do that. Awesome. That's what we got for these guys. We got 2 points left, so we can't use them. All right. Damn nice axe. Thanks. Person I was going to... This is like your alpha right here, Zelf. All right, let's go back out here. We got plenty of HP. We're going to stack it up. So this Mighty Stag is stupid. Its dodge is reduced, actually. So this is really good to keep in mind for the stuff like the Stags, because the Stags seem to have really high dodge and high charisma. It's just a deer. You're like, they don't even have a weapon. But, bro, believe me, the Stags can mess you up. Look, I missed him. See? Oh, I'm going to hit him. Let's 1-hit him. Ooh, 6. Don't hit me, bro. Oh, see, hit me for 6. These Stags are the worst. Don't get me. 6. Oof. All right, let's get him this time. Yes, hit. Good. He's not dodging so hard. We did it. Get the loot. No loot. All right, we should be good. We need to check my character more often to make sure we can level up. Let's get him. All right. This is going to kill him now. He's going to die. He's going to die. Give me loot. No, nothing. All right, so where we're at. We're at 2 experience points, and we're at plenty of HP. We're going to crush him.
Don't worry.
He's reckless, so his crit's increased. Let's get him. Don't crit me. Good. Oh, I missed him. Yeah. Nice. It said clank. Clink usually means like a miss or a parry. So that mean I parried him or he parried me? Interesting. I think he parried me. Miss. Let's get him. He's only got 5 left. We can get him. You guys can see that I'm still probably in the right zone because it's still not super, super easy. Oh no, another dice roll. Do you guys see that? You guys see this another dice roll thing? Dude, I don't know. Last time I won. Let's go. Let's roll it. Is that good or bad? No, I permanently lost stuff. I won stuff before, so if. I had a bad feeling about that dude. That roll didn't get me well. Lord, my wisdom, bro. All right, let's get him this time. I'm losing my HP. This isn't good. Whoa, 18 crit damage. Look at that. Wonderful. He dead. Ooh! It's common, but it's like gold. It got agility, wisdom, and hit points. Let's take all. Let's go look at that. So right now I have strength, agility, and hit points. That's agility, wisdom, hit points. I think I might want to do that. Let's see what the crit, parry, and dodge 2, 4, and 1.8. Oof. I think this one might be better because agility is my main stat. It gives me 2 hit points. Strength and 1 agility. Or sorry, wisdom is my main stat, sorry. So that gives me wisdom. This doesn't. Right, I think this is better. All right, let's look at this now. My wisdom's up to 19. Nice. Do you guys like that ring? Looks pretty dope, huh? Okay, we got 4 left. Let's use some skills.
Age before beauty.
All right, let's kick this guy's butt with a thunderbolt. Nice. Dude, the bridge trolls are the toughest. 9. Is he dead? No, almost. He's a bridge troll, bro. Like a regular one. These guys are not easy. I'm using Thunderbolt on him. He's done for. No! Let's do this. Attack! Get him. We're gonna get him. 8 damage, you son of a... Dead. You're dead. Oh, I got another ring. 2 strength, wisdom. It's not as good. Okay, so right now, we got 36 HP. I guess we can do again and see what happens. How many skills do we got left? 2 to 3. Let's use this. Let's use Frost. All right, so we got HP back. So Ray of Frost by 30% for the next one round. So they're not going to get me. Don't get me. Dang it. Don't like that at all. I think I'm going to have to heal at some point. 4 damage. Yep. Miss again? Oh my god. Really? Bro. Come on. Kill this guy. All right. 12. But now I have to go back and heal because my character's at 19. And we don't want to lose our items, dude. Look at all these items we have. We're definitely not going to be able to beat 2 monsters doing that.
My mind.
My spell didn't do jack. You think if I use my skills one more time, I would have enough HP to squeak by? I don't know.
Age before beauty.
Okay, this is the last one. So I have 1 skill left over. Hit it for 1. Bruh. See, that's the problem. Look at that. 6 damage. This thing could have killed me if I didn't go back and heal. Let's go. 10 damage. Is
My
dead.
ship.
Ooh, a hat and slippers. Nothing very good. Oh, I can level up now? Oops, did I miss a level up already? Oopsies. 6, very nice. If I leveled up before I healed, do you think I would it boost my HP and I wouldn't have to have healed? Let's do wisdom. All right, what should I do? That ring is the one for the daily, isn't it? Oh, is that the specific ring I need to find? Should I have screenshot that? Dang it. Dang it, dudes. I mean, I actually have it in the video on the stream. I can screenshot it from the video on the stream if I want to submit myself for fun. I don't know if I'm even qualified for those giveaways or not, but I'll like submit to them just to be part of the team. You know what I mean? To be part of the fun. Spread it around and stuff. But thanks, Dewey War, for that. Okay, what should I increase my stats now? I got 2 remaining points. Strength, agility, quickness, charisma. Should I put in agility and strength? What do you guys think? So I can parry better. Should I get my agility way up high so I can dodge lots of stuff? What do you think? That's what we're doing. Ready, go. Leveled up. There we go. So now when I go back here, oh yeah, I have way more XP. You know what? I might have been able to save that heal. I'm all done now. I'm all done. Done for the days. All right. I think I'm done. I think all my characters are donezo. There it is. What is the reset on for all these guys? Yep, I got to wait till tomorrow afternoon now. Tomorrow afternoons, buddies. So maybe we'll do another stream. Maybe I'll get another person from the team to come on and do a stream. Did you guys enjoy that? Give me some comments, all right? And just for funsies, just please, if you would, retweet this tweet. Take some people in it so they can come in and learn about Dragon's Crossing. You know what I'm saying? Good times, all right? Fun times. Do you guys have any comments, questions, whatever? You can always DM me or message me on Discord or Twitter. I believe that's all in the comments down there. I'm actually going to add Dee's Twitter that he gave me of the best ever. You rock. Okay, so Colorbox NFT, that's the Twitter thing that he wanted to add. So let's add Dee's thing to the stream. We're going to add it in the description. All right, so now the description is going to have oops. What? Yeah, I know it's scheduled. It's live now, though. Oh, well. Well, I'll just edit it manually in here. All right, save. All right, cool. So let's go back here to comments. All right, guys. Thanks so much for everyone for coming on the stream. This was an awesome day of fun and adventure, and we kicked major butt. We got all these level ups going on. I'm a little bit behind everyone timing-wise now, probably because I waited to do it on the stream, but that's okay. Like, we're going to see what's going on. I'm still going to get up on that leaderboard. So thank you, too. Thank you guys, everyone, for showing up. We're going to do more streaming. I might jump on another stream if somebody else does one or Grady does one, too, today or tomorrow. And if you guys want me to stream this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a cool little fun video about Dragon's Crossing. So thanks so much, guys. Super pumped about this game. It's super awesome. And on the way out, as always, we'll just have a little bit of a treat. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to Dragon's Crossing, a fully complete roguelike RPG brought to you by Team Punch. With amazing graphics, look at that thirst trap. Immersive environments with booming voiceovers and cinematic soundtracks. You dare face a chunker? If you die, you lose all of your items, baby. But did you know Dragon's Crossing is a cutting-edge, sustainable Web3 game built on long-term tokenomics, baby? Dragon's Crossing. Will you survive? Dragon's Crossing. Let's go!
That's true. I have not died from a chonker yet. Zelf, let's mark it down. Chonkers 0, Doug 3 days of playing now. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Boom. Put it on the leaderboard there. We need a chonker leaderboard. All right. Right now I'm in the lead. All right. And chonkers are in last place. And that's what I'm saying, baby. You know what I mean? Chonkers 0, Doug's 3. Welcome to Dragon's Crossing. Dragon's Crossing is an old-school Pokemon-style RPG with elements of D&D and Diablo mechanics. Pretty cool. So you want to get your assets ready on the Arbitrum blockchain. You're going to need USDC and some E. Arbitrum is a popular layer 2 blockchain with gas fees way cheaper than Ethereum. Oh look, a bridge. A bridge is a way to get your assets from one blockchain to another.
Doug Hype, I love you, my man.
One way to bridge is to use Synapse. But I'm going to show you my favorite new way on Sushi Swap. Go to sushi.com and hit that button to enter the app. And this is what's cool. You can bridge and swap at the same time.
It is time.
It's amazing. To start, hit that button that says cross-chain. First, you select the original blockchain. We got Ethereum. And then you select the destination blockchain, Arbitrum 1. We're going to be sending over ETH and swapping it over to USDC.
Baby, I'm pumped for Dragon's
First, you
Crossing.
approve the bento box.
I'm going to send
Then you hit
a
swap.
bunch of money right in there in Arbitrum.
This is a thing to keep in mind. Dragon's Crossing, you'll need USDC, and you'll need to have Ethereum to pay for gas.
I'm going to be
There you have it. Now you're all set to mint or play Dragon's Crossing. Don't forget to watch out for chonkers. Let's go! We'll see you guys on the next stream.